EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, ready.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll get this out to about the 40. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance in the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
18, run.
They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
Gibbs is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
60 Mavericks. Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go
lost the football.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Running the toss to Irving. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's second and 7. A man who won a national championship on this very field with Georgia, it's James Cook. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their mobile quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Warriors 70. Get up.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Ready, ready. Mustang 19. Here we go, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibbs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Ready, ready.
Gibbs straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Come on, come on. Set, go.
They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Here we go, set.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Stockton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a net of only 30 here, 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
It always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass complete downfield, it's Pierce. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are once again back in front.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set.
Straight ahead, it's Irvin. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 67 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stockton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be second down.
At the Colts 10-yard line.
Back to throw. Stockton. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Stockton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown. Tyler Warren. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Colts take over at first down and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Looking to throw. Stockton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
At the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal and the rate going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the left. Ending zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. A run up the middle with Irving. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Operating from the gun, Stockton. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The give, right side for Gibbs. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
We'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Tag! Cowboy 80!
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 3 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Quickly.
kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a handoff up the middle. Farrell. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when you're doing.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got some space here. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. The 20, 5, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 46 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. McLaughlin for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 24, Buccaneers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a give, Irving running right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Stockton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Room here to run. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. 51 yards. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Stretch the eagle.
They'll look to throw here. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Here we go.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
32.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Looking to put a drive together. Here's a handoff to Irving. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. We'll get a couple, and that's it.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready?
Hand off down to Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And now a stoppage. And looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. 2nd and 9.
Come on, come on.
Now back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Ready. Viking 18. Viking 18.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Stockton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the... touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the 4th quarter. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's got Harris running the slant. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stockton. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Stephanie!
They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Buccaneers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that gives them a 3-point lead. 42, Colts 39. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fighting through it. He's got space. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Colts are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And bulldozing his way through.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Stockton. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here comes 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stockton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Back to throw. Stockton. Harris has it over the middle. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
And the Buccaneers first down.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. Stockton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.